Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Castro once again, and the team here with YS Stocks and Options, and just wanted to come here and talk to you guys about a little something, something, something. But more importantly, we wanted to introduce ourselves so you guys get to know us and we get to know you guys. So we're gonna start off with who exactly? Which of my beautiful sisters gonna introduce themselves first?
You can go first, Dina.
I knew she was gonna do that. So I was, I was waiting for the second. Hello, everyone. I am Coach D Love. You just call me D because my name is Dina, but it's spelled Deanna, and everyone jacks it up. So just call me D Love. And I have been trading with YS Stocks and Options now for going on 2 years and everything, and just genuinely love our program and what it is that we do. So I hope you get a chance to learn and grow with us as well.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. I am Dynasty. I am Castro's newest protege. I probably have the least amount of experience in the stock market. However, I'm picking up pretty fast. Castro is a really good teacher. And now I am one of the coaches for YS Stocks and Options.
Oh yeah, yeah. But definitely, ladies, thank you for that, sharing who you are and what we about. So, I was telling the team that we just want to keep this fluid. We just want to have a conversation. We don't want nothing scripted, right? So last week, a few days ago to be exact, we were talking about the market. We're talking about what are we seeing in the market. And when we talk about the market, we're talking about the stock market. That's all those companies that we shop at, products that we buy, and then we watch them do crazy things like their leaders like Elon Musk buying Twitter and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we wanted to talk about the market again, recap what we saw. Right, we're talking about how we've seen a huge bear market, right? And the key word, right, the word for the week, right, as Dina put it out,
capitulation.
Oh yeah, fear, right? Fear falling, stuff being accurate, right?
It's like
big words.
Pull out.
Yeah. That girl say pull out.
Pull out on the market. Congratulations.
Was that the right word? Pull out.
I think so. It
better be the right word.
I think like capitulation and pull out have like the same thing, like that feeling. Whoa, go ahead and pull out.
Yeah, absolutely right. That is it though. Yeah, so this year is what we talked about, right? We just want to show you guys. We talked about the bear market. What exactly is it? What are the phases of it? And what usually happens in the bear market? So bear markets usually occur when there's a huge market decline, more than 20%. And if you notice, and we're going to show you guys in a little bit, is that around January timeframe, the S&P 500, which we consider the market, right, being that it's the top 500 companies in the United States, it dropped from 475 to trading right close to, I want to say $300 some right now. So again, bear market occurs when the prices decline by 20%, right, often accompanied by negative investor sentiment and declining economic prospects. So what you're seeing right now, right, and we talked about this, is high prices of commodities and services, right? Like when you go to the gas pump, how much are you guys like paying for the gas right now?
I'm in Ohio, and it's over $4.
It's $6 for my. I drive a Stelvio though, so it's $6 a gallon in Chicago.
$6 a gallon, Jesus!
It's crack prices. I mean, $5.99 if I want to make myself feel better, but yeah.
And Dynasty, you say you're paying, how much you paying at the pump?
A little over $4, and I'm on the cheap gas.
Yeah, that's still higher than we were paying before, right?
Yeah, significantly, like a few dollars. And the high prices, the inflation, all of that.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So what we seen, right? We saw the market take off, right? Ever since we saw the big pullback after the COVID scare, it took off, right? And now around January timeframe, right? And this black line here represents the current year 2022 correction. The blue line, right? We look into a legend in the bottom represents 2008, 2009 bear market. And the orange, right? That represents the 2000, 2003 market. Left-hand side, you have the S&P index, right? The prices, right? The price of the index itself. And then the bottom, we have the weeks, right? The number of weeks. And lo and behold, right? The bear market can last between, right, X amount of weeks. It can last from 34 weeks to all the way to 160 weeks, as you can see here. So no one really knows, how long it's going to last. But what we do know is that we're feeling it. We're feeling it in our services. We talked about the gas again. And as business owners, right, Dynasty, have you ever decided to maybe, raise your prices up because of this phenomenon that's happening right now?
Well, I raised my prices significantly at the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She said she not Arizona iced tea. She gotta cover those costs.
And what business is that, Dynasty? I think the people want to know.
Yep, I'm an esthetician and a cosmetologist, but I specialize right now in skincare, waxing, and makeup, and I'm located in Ohio.
Oh yeah, gotta make sure people get your gram so they can actually follow you too. Because I'm gonna go get my face done down there.
Yep, follow me at Dynasty Valentine on all handles.
Get the beat.
Dynasty Valentine, they all handles. Okay, I follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna have to follow you. I didn't know yet, but I'm also not on.
I'm more so active on Instagram. Facebook is for the old people.
That's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at.
On the load.
That's where I stay at. I stay at Facebook.
Yeah, that's all I know. I'm not a big social media person, so I try to stay at the safe spot with all the old people. So yeah, as we said, folks, the first phase of the market, which where we find ourselves here, again, the 2002 correction, is categorized by high prices, right? That's what we're talking about. So towards the end of this phase, which you'll see here, right, that transitional period, investors begin to drop out of the market. And we're going to show you how, like this past month to be exact, the QQQ, the Nasdaq 100 dropped 13.3%, like for the month. The last time that happened was in 2008. And if you don't know what that means, is that the price of all these stocks, technology stocks that fell under this average, the QQQ, the Nasdaq 100, 13%, huge. That's a lot. It's like stuff is on sale right now. Yeah. So when stuff is on sale, clearance, what we gonna do, right?
We're gonna buy the bargain brand.
Right.
Oh yeah. You always, as investors, we say we always want to buy stuff at affordable rate or price. So what are you guys doing right now, like during this phase in the market as investors, right? What are some stocks that we're looking at?
Oh, I was gonna say I'm stacking my coin for the sale.
Yeah.
See, when I started trading, I was amateur and I didn't know it was during the pandemic where everything went on sale, and I did not buy as much as I should have. And a lot of people came up financially, and I'm like, damn, I didn't have the skills back then. But now, I'm not missing out.
I'm shopping right now, coming up with my little grocery list of things to buy. When the pandemic first hit and everything crashed, I bought into the travel industry because we need travel, right? It's one thing that's has to come back. Yeah. So like the cruise lines, airlines and everything. I think when I got into United was like $19 a share right now, and it's slowly coming back up. It's average prior to the pandemic, it stayed at like about $80 per share. Oh. So everything, I've been stalking them airlines, travel industry. So United still has a ways to go after after correction occurs and stuff. But yeah, so right now I'm just going shopping, looking to see like Netflix is another one of them. to see what may happen after this and if it can revamp and save itself, because Netflix pretty much, it went on like bargain. It was ugly last week watching Netflix. I was sad for them. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's been really terrible in the market. We're gonna show you guys a chart here in a little bit so you guys can see it. Red is bad, right? It's like a stop sign. So red means people are selling. If you know, for you who not very familiar with the stock market, equity market, but we'll show you that. Yeah, so the best thing like these, you know, like the coaches say, these ladies have just said, is like holding on to money for that right time. And then also making that list, right? You got to make that grocery list. So we find ourselves here, right? We find ourselves right here at this transitional period between phase one and phase two. Again, phase one really characterized by high prices, like stuff that we're seeing right now. And then the second phase, that's what the word of the week comes in. And the stock prices begin to fall, right? As you can see here in 2008, boom, you see a fall, right? For the 2000, 2003. Yeah. That's the word. What's the word again?
Capitulation.
That's the word.
And I can't pronounce it, so I'm gonna let them keep.
I used to watch a lot of Pee Wee's Playhouse when I was a kid, and then it's like the word of the day.
I still can't say stochastic right.
Stochastic. Castic.
Castic. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not spelled like that.
It is CH. Cast.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's cast.
Sure, if it was like a chop steak or chat.
Listen, I'm the one from another country here. You know what I'm saying? I should be the one butchering these words. You know
you came here when you was 7, so it doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, that is true. I did go to a good high school and elementary school.
And once y'all get here, y'all try harder than us. So you probably
that is true. Y'all gotta learn English.
Yeah,
that is true as well.
Yeah, don't try to play me.
I got a Chicago public school education, so
All true. Yeah, capitulation. That's the word. So that's usually the transitional period. As I mentioned here, right? Boom. Right, in 2002, 2003, this bear market, right, we saw a big fall right here. Same thing that we saw in 2008 and 2009. And we're not saying that that's what's going to happen, right, in 2022. But what we're telling you guys is that it looks very, very familiar. And we often say that the past usually, right, is a foreshadowing for the future, right? And if you don't know what happened in the past, you can never move forward and make preparation for the future. So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're seeing. And we're making money with what? With puts.
Puts, yeah. Because it's like each week there's been like an average of, like a higher average of companies with new lows, new 52-week lows, and there have been of highs. So it's just, like even though we'll have a rally here or there, which is fun to ride for like a day or two, that sentiment, it just keeps going back down. So
yep.
Yeah. Dynasty, you had some? I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I didn't. I was just agreeing with it.
Oh,
thank you. Yeah.
I need to get some glasses like that. You got some black ones or something? I'll be a 21st century, man. I'm just saying. Doing okay.
And we got to get you a man bag to go with them? No.
Hey, I already had man bags.
You know what? I'm gonna overlook.
I'm
the
good.
Man bag thing.
Nah.
No, seriously. What's up? No, I do have some man bags from when I was in Italy.
You have a satchel. I guess you're in Italy, but I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
Don't show up too.
Don't look at me like that with those judgy eyes.
I'm not looking at you.
Judgy eyes.
Judgy eyes. Usually I tell my son, like, we do the judgy eyes, we do the small eyes like this.
Judgy eyes. I'm gonna use that one. Don't look at me with those judgy eyes.
When people say real recognize real, and then you look at them like this, like,
yeah.
You look very unfamiliar right now.
I would think you were drunk. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't think I would that's not judgment. That's that's inebriation.
That's probably what it is, huh? Birthday girl. Yeah, so in the second phase, again, stock prices fall sharply, right? We're not there yet. We're still getting closer there though, and the corporate profits begins to drop too, and economical indicators, once they were positive, they start to become below average. So, and we'll show you guys what that means below average. We talk about the moving averages, which are time periods, and where a stock, right? The price action of stock either trades above it or below it or right at that moving average or whatever. So what we're seeing right now, again, let me make sure I write that down. This we'll show you guys a little chart and what that you can actually see that for yourself. And the keyword, right? Capitulation. Yeah. Some investors really begin to panic around this time frame. We saw that with Amazon. Like Amazon did not beat earnings. And I think there's still more selling when it comes to Amazon, to be honest with you. Yeah. So that's a stock that we can put in our bag in order for us to, like, try to buy for the future though.
Yes, and they're coming up with they'll be having a split soon as well.
Oh.
So it's really gonna be a bargain buy.
Yeah, when is that split? I forgot.
I want to say Amazon is June and Google splits in July.
Yeah. What's significant about a split though? Because, well, most people may not know.
So it is doing pretty much going to make its shares more profitable, essentially. I want to say they're a 20 to 1 split and like a $10 billion buyback. So pretty much whatever that current price is, that it's gonna split like 20 shares for each one of those shares. So Amazon right now is about, what is it, like 2,400, 2,300 from yesterday when it went down? Because it was dipping. Yeah. I was watching a dip. I almost did a put play on it, but I was busy, so I didn't want to do anything. So if we say that it's gonna split like 20 to 1, that's gonna take each share down. My math is bad. I'm told Chicago public school education. But to like $100 and some odd per share. And we can still be in a very solid company. Like, I mean, I got Amazon packages coming today. Then that's like a prime time to go grocery shopping, because you can expect for it to go back up eventually too.
Yeah, most definitely. So we definitely got to add that to our list to put in the shopping bag in the cart right now. So, if the sale continues on. And believe it or not, the third phase, right? The third phase of the market is really when people start buying, right? When people start buying here because it's falling so much, right? Start falling so much. And then we see kind of like a accumulation, right? That's when the market itself trades sideways, right? It falls all the way to phase 3. And at the end of phase 3, right? No one can really predict this phase, but that's when people begin to enter the market. And like we said, 20%, right? 20% is that number, arbitrary number when we talk about the bear market. 10% decline is usually the benchmark for the correction. So right now we find ourselves at correction territory because, we say 13% for the Qs so far. But the way that things are going, it just looks like that's where we had it. Like, so we don't know if it's going to happen, but it looks exactly like that.
Yeah, when you take a look at the, like the maps and stuff on FinViz, and you just go back and that, you see a lot of, a lot of those sectors just being red for months at a time. So just continuously declining and everything. So.
Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned that too, because this is FinViz, right? So we're gonna talk about FinViz right now. You guys can see my screen, right? FinViz.
Yes, sir.
Bloody,
yeah. It was bad on Friday. Everything, every sector.
It was so good for me. Thank you, Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not a gamble. You have to have skills to do this.
Yeah, and like, you have to have a plan. So, yeah, and that's just a one-day performance. Can you go back for a week, boss?
Oh yeah. A week. Let's see, 1 week.
Look at that. Majority red. Last month, boss.
Let's see it last month.
That is my cat. Now my cat is joined us up here.
There you go. This is a month.
Yep.
1 month.
And then when you click on individual securities, they're all under the 200 moving average.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm glad you brought that up too.
Which is indicative of bearish territory.
Yep. Let me pull that up since you mentioned it, Dynasty. I'm taking a little notes here so we can make sure that we go back. We talk about a few of these things. So this is the chart here. This is a chart of this particular of Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And if we look at Facebook, simple chart. If you look at Facebook here, right, just off price value. So we know that whenever stock trades above the 200 moving average, and for you guys who don't know what a moving average is, again, it's a time period in which a stock, right, trades above or below, right? It's just a time period. So when we say 200, that means that within 200 days, right? Within 200 days, where exactly was this stock Facebook, right, trading, right? Was it trading above, right, relative to the 200, or was it trading below? And Dynasty, what you said again about the 200?
Mostly everything is trading under the 200, which is a bearish sentiment.
Yeah, exactly, right. So we got Facebook, see another one, right?
And then it looks like that 200-day moving average for Facebook on the weekly has become its line of resistance.
Yeah. So even here on this is the daily, right? We have Apple for the first time, and Apple is like one of the toughest company, right? So when it comes to like the generals of the stock market, this company here, Apple, is definitely one of them, right?
Google
like
as well.
Google is another one. These are like the generals, right? They call them the FANG stocks, right? Facebook was one of the generals, that general got taken out. So you got Facebook, Apple, right? Amazon, and you got Netflix. Netflix got taken out too. Yeah, Netflix is like hurting right now.
I was like, how is it still going down? I was like, I knew I should have got in yesterday. I'm like, can't go no further. It's still going down. Somebody made some coin off of Netflix.
I know.
Can you imagine puts?
I didn't think it was gonna keep, dropping. However, they did say, they're expecting a drop in more subscribers to Netflix too. So it kept going.
Yeah, and people just jumping ship, like we said. That's why we saw this here, right? For the monthly, right? For the monthly, each one of the so these here are sectors and these are industries, right? So technology, communication, consumer cyclical, right? These industries have been red. This is a month. Right? Financials red, right? Consumer defensive, that's where we look at companies that make stuff, right? Coca-Cola, beverages, Walmart. That's where you go to get your clothes at, you get your groceries at, right? I'm surprised Costco, fell a little bit. Target. These are the companies that really did well in the last month or so.
Don't you have to have a membership to Costco?
Mm-hmm.
That could be a reason why too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people they would probably want to shop at places where you don't have to pay a membership because they're already paying higher prices. For 1 second while I let my cat out because you guys keep going. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we Dynasty mentioned about moving average, the 200 moving average, and she's absolutely right. Everything below here has been bearish market. Right.
So as far as the capitulation phase, right? We just spoke about the places with the memberships. I'm guessing that they're gonna be hit pretty hard because if inflation is up, you want to start cutting, your niceties, your memberships and all that stuff that you weren't thinking about when things weren't high. You know what I mean? Now it's like, hey, where can I get some extra coin from? And I'm guessing people rather go shop at Walmart versus having that membership at Costco.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And we talked about, we said it that when people have a minimum wage, let's say $15 to $20, like you got to make a choice, right? Are you gonna go get your food from Walmart? Are you gonna get that new iPhone? You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So that's what you have to make that decision, because are you gonna pay your rent? Are you gonna get an iPhone? Are you gonna get those new sneakers or whatnot? Yeah, the new Tom Fords. Somebody got some Tom Fords. I can't afford Tom Fords. So
I can't either. I got cats to feed.
I'm gonna keep my shoes at the Payless shoe store.
Payless shoes and got snazzy too over the inflation.
Yeah,
that's why I shop at. Yeah, so yeah.
I love the way you rich people just joke like, "Oh, I'm too
rich. Oh, I am broke.
Cut it out."
I got fur babies to take care of. I got a real kid. I got fur kids, scale kids, other people's kids. There's a lot going on over here.
A whole bunch of kids to the feed.
Is he talking about us? He asks for something every day.
What? Come on, now it's all y'all my sisters. I gotta ask y'all. Y'all family. Come on. If I can't ask family for that, who else can I ask?
That's true. That is true.
It's funny we didn't even tell the people what the market was. So when we talk about the market, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about, this is FinViz again, right? We're talking about these four little composites right here, averages.
Woo.
We're talking about the Dow Jones, right? DOW. Talking about the Nasdaq 100, the S&P 100, and one is actually missing, the Russell 2000. Right. These composite averages make up the U.S. stock market. All the small cap companies, right? A company that's worth 10 billion or less is usually found here. All right. Most of the technology companies are here. We're talking about the Apples, the Microsoft, right? Those little computer-based companies, NVIDIA, so on and so forth. You'll find them here. The S&P 500 is the big boys group. That means that you got to be invited to be part of that. And only 500 companies can be in there at the same time.
You can't sit with us.
Yeah, big boys. So that's why we say that the S&P 500 is when we mention the market, that's what we're talking about for the most part. Even though it's not, all the companies in the U.S., but that's kind of like the running theme. And of course, the Dow Jones Industrial. Those are the companies that make things, right? Those are the Coca-Colas of the world. The Walmarts and so on and so forth or whatever. So even them, they took a big hit this past week.
It should go up once he put the Coke back in it.
But look what the VIX did. See, that's rich people stuff. It's like, you know what?
He said, I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in it. Boy, get off. This man is bought Twitter. He needs to get off Twitter.
That's the thing. He was like, you know what? I'm tired of people regulating what I want to say. Let me just go ahead and buy Twitter. All right, let's put the cocaine back in it.
That was fucking, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
But then also something to note right here, the VIX, because as we see with everything being red, especially S&P 500, the VIX is not, and the VIX is up. Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I definitely was gonna miss that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't miss
the VIX.
We go over the VIX every day.
Yeah.
What's that?
I said we can't miss the VIX. We go over the VIX every day.
Yeah, I know. So people, the VIX is the fear index, right? Like that's what it is. It's like fight or flight, right? Whenever the VIX is green like that, you can depend the market, right? The market, these four indexes are averages to be red. If this is green, the opposite of green is red, right? And vice versa. All right, this is fear. There's a lot of fear in the market right now. Right, we had a lot of the mega tech companies from Nasdaq, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon, Google had reporting earnings this past week, and all of them didn't do hot, right? They didn't do hot. So and with you know, in addition to other things that's going on in the market, you got the Ukraine war with Russia. That's not going well right now. High prices at the pump. We talked about that. So many other different things or whatever. So that's why all this stuff was right here.
Food is going up.
Can you can you take it to the week view and then to the month view of it as well, boss?
Yeah, the week view, yeah. Oof, look at that.
Everything else still red. It's still green. But
Down
then also
2.52.
note how like staple things that you need, like orange juice, coffee, because I would say out of that 2% rise in coffee, at least like 0.5% was me, because me and Starbucks.
No, Starbucks bill was more than my utilities combined.
I got you. I told you I'm gonna get you something. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a nice little Keurig.
Yeah, we talking about cutting niceties. I'm like, Starbucks, you gotta go.
That's why I
what
drink
would I
tea.
cut before I cut Starbucks?
Tom Fords.
Yeah, I would cut shoes. I would cut shoes before I cut Starbucks. Like last dollar, I'm gonna buy Starbucks.
I don't know. I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm more of a tea guy, you know. So
I like
all good tea too.
I like all of it. I have a Starbucks bill, and then my dad owns a coffee shop as well, so I have bills at both places. But
I grow some of my, you know, tea leaves over here. So.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say cocaine, because.
What the
hell? You're from Central America. That was so racist.
Is that like a stereotype?
That's a
Jesus Christ. It's kind of messed up, right? Yeah,
not what I think about when I think of Central America.
Oh, that's because I worked with special forces. 7th group was always getting in trouble. Central South America, they couldn't get right.
Damn.
He's so far removed. He's American.
Exactly. Yeah. I like for you to believe that. Yeah. I like that.
You saw my judgy eyes. It was
Spanish. He started speaking his language, and I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Mi gente, yo hablo español, okay? Yo hablo español, soy catracho, soy latino, okay? Soy
I heard
también.
catracha in there or something.
That's
Honduras, yeah.
Hondureño, yeah, hondureño.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like I don't have a whole kitten in my hair. Let's continue.
I see it camouflage. Yeah, so yeah, the market has just been crazy, right? And we really think that's a lot of more pain to go, right? A lot of more pain to go. And the reason for that is because of this. I'll show you guys on this screen. I'm gonna switch screens right quick. I usually go to FinViz, but
Wheat took a hit. All of them dang on gluten-free.
I want to make sure you guys see my screen. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
We looking at the chart.
So this is the Nasdaq 100, one of those indexes that we talked about. And ladies and gentlemen, you're watching this. Look at this, right? This is what Dina just mentioned for the month, where she asked about, hey, let me see the month. A lot of selling, right? Red is selling, green is buying, right? So the sellers were in control of the market right here, control of the QQQ. So what does that mean, right? When you see something like this, and this may be a little bit too advanced, but this is a bullish engulfing candle. When you see a bullish engulfing candle like this one, look at that, the price went lower. We had another one here. What's really surprising about this one is that this hasn't happened, right? We haven't seen a bullish engulfing candle on the monthly chart and closing right below the 20-month moving average since 2008. Crazy, since 2008. That's about what, 14 years. So 14 years ago was the last time that we saw this. So this is scary. So there's a lot of fear in the market. We saw the VIX or whatever. So ladies, if you know, we always talk about technical analysis or whatever. So what you guys are thinking about that? What strategy are we using right now for, like, you know, making some guap, as they call?
making that butter puts. Like, so we saw that the bearish engulfing candle, and you know, for some people it'd be like, oh no, it's going down. I'm like, yes, like keep falling, because you know that the companies that are within that you know, respective area are going to follow that trend and stuff, just as we saw with the different maps, and they continue to go down, and that's how you capitalize on a bearish market and stuff. You know, a lot of people, you're just banking on buying securities and waiting for that price to go up. Like, now is not the time to do that. The best strategy that you can utilize are puts, you know, doing options and put to debit spreads as well to capitalize off the market going down.
Yeah. Anything to add, Dynasty?
I was definitely gonna say that's where those skills have to come in. You can't like hop on things from Instagram, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people are doing now. You have to have the skill, because when you have the skills to do it, you're not worried about the market going down. It's like, okay, now I know what to do to profit off the market going down.
Oh yeah. You do need the skills, right? And you also need the right team for that, most definitely. And we teach that, right? We teach everything that you need to know about stocks and options. And more importantly, we also teach about long-term investing, which is you buy something that you love, you use, right? Or something you don't know and you want to learn about in order for you to, see a rise like Apple, right? People always talk about, oh, I wish I would have bought Apple when it was like $10, like 10, 15 years ago.
I wish I would have.
Unfortunately, yeah, right. Because we're gonna look at Apple right quick. Apple, and how long ago was this? So Apple, this is the year, right? Let's look at it. Apple right here in 2000. This is 2010. 2010, and look at it on the right hand side. 2010, Apple was trading here. The price of it was like $8. Right now it's at 157. Again, right? $8 around 2010. Right now trading 157. That's crazy, right? So there's always opportunities like these. Always. It's just a matter of like finding them and jumping on them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking.
For me, that because like I said, I'm in love with fintech, financial technology, and it's like now is the time to get in on that, because it's only going to grow, because we're going to that, what they say, a cashless society. And I'm just watching everybody throughout the day, and this is how a good way to like pick. Just look at your day-to-day life, and I'm just watching people in the stores. Nobody's pulling out a debit card anymore. They're just tapping their phone and going.
I do.
Honestly, what's some of the fintechs you looking at?
Definitely PayPal. I like PayPal a lot. Firm.
Yeah, that is the new world, though. Technology is the new world, to be honest with you. So buying some of those companies, especially right now while they're extra on sale, right? It's a good idea just to have a few of them in your portfolio, and just keep growing that position, as we call it, right? So now is the time to shop. That's the first thing we left with, that, these are prime opportune times. Yeah, you can't go back in the past. You can't go to 2010, but you can be in 2022 and find those same, great opportunities and jump on some stuff. Yeah. So we encourage that. Again, we teach that in the community. Long-term investing, stocks, and options is what we do on a regular basis in order for you to make money to fund, right, those long-term investment ideas or whatnot.
And it sounds cliche because a lot of people, give a ambiguous statement, just buy your favorite companies, but that's like a really true statement. Like when you and I first started doing this together, I think you were telling me how you bought charging stations or batteries or something because the electric vehicle sector is just going to grow. So it's like, okay, if you don't want to invest in electric vehicles, then you can invest in something that is connected to it.
Yeah. That's part of that ecosystem, as we say. Everything's connected. Yeah, right. It's important. Yeah.
everybody's hopping on a sexy stock like Tesla and the actual
Mhm.
car, but y'all are forgetting that they have to charge somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like all the supporting cast members.
Yeah.
It's like Tesla may be the movie, but who all put into it when you go through the credits, start reading through those credits to see what makes a Tesla. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you ladies are definitely right on that. And the same thing with like when people talk about Apple, right? I remember I mentioned, hey, we should buy Apple when it was like $100 some bucks. It's at 150 right now. But on top of that, what about the parts?
Yeah, those
the Apple
the
parts.
chips. So yeah, which company was it that like one of the chip makers?
Taiwan or NVIDIA?
Yeah, we when we did Taiwan Semiconductors and then NVIDIA. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you don't have to buy, like, Donnie to say, the sexy stock. You can buy, what makes this sexy stock sexy, as we're gonna put it, right? Yeah. That lead us into like, what about next week? What are we looking at for next week? Like, what are we looking for trading? You guys have been looking at something at all?
I'm still my United Airline, waiting on that to go down because it did close in the inverted hammer, which is a bearish sentiment. So I'm in that.
Okay.
For me, of course, like watching Carnival Cruise Line. So everybody knows I'm married to Carnival.
That's your favorite joint right there.
That is. It was like, but
that's another thing we want to put out there, right? The rinse and repeat.
Yeah, absolutely. As you're starting out, or even if you've been in it for a while and you don't have like a good battle rhythm to go, you'll start to develop your favorites or so. And those
just make money off of that every week.
And
like our founder with the SPY, he trades the SPY. Every week. If he's not going to trade anything, it's going to be the SPY and it's going to be lemonade. Then
everybody in the group knows.
Yeah, then our other coach who is in here, he's going to trade Apple. Like, he's going to trade Apple. But
everybody just wait to see what I'm about to do with Carnival each week.
Yeah.
But I play a lot right now in
some different stuff every now and then, though. You like,
I do. I find like the CVE play, like oil, because especially with the prices and inflation and stuff going up overall, like the oil, that sector, and the energy sector has been doing pretty well. Like long term, it'll have its days. Okay, naturally got hit because of the war, but overall, people still need to get to point A to point Z to go by their time forward.
Right.
Yeah, most Dynasty though. Let me ask you this though. You made money with lemonade though, no? You know what I'm talking about?
I did. Yeah.
We traded lemonade, we made some coins of that. She was a little stressed out though. She was like, "This motherfucker."
You like, be patient.
Calm down. It's gonna be good. Calm down.
At least I didn't sell it. Remember when you first got me and adopted me? I'm over here doing all kind of stuff that like I sold it because, and you like, I did not tell you to sell
it. And really the beauty of the community, is that we give you the skills, we show you the skills, right? We always talk about teaching people how to fish, so we teach you how to fish. We give you a checklist so you can determine what you think the stock is going to do. It's really a good segue right now to talk about our May workshop. So we got a workshop on May 14th to the 15th, where we're going to go over introduction to options for 2 days straight. And then each day we're going to do a PE, right? Practical exam or assessment, if you don't call it the examet, right? And the week following that workshop, we'll definitely put theory into practice, right? We'll go into a virtual environment, whether it's on TD Ameritrade, you get a TD Ameritrade account on virtual on demand, and you can trade with virtual money, right? So you don't have to use your own money, and then you can make all the mistakes there, and you can learn or whatever exactly what we're teaching. So that's something that we're doing more May 14th to the 15th, and that's going to keep going every month. And our coaches here, you know, they're going to be here to be teaching that. So, and I'm going to be helping up a little bit too. So how you guys feel?
What else are we starting in May? The dividend, how to get the dividend stocks.
Yeah. So we got a few things on the Google Calendar, you know. We got a Google Calendar too, guys. So we try to make sure we offer predictability, so you guys know what's going on at least every month when we meeting, what we talking about or whatever. So that's on there. That's definitely on the docket for me. So if you're interested in that, we're gonna put the information out here so you guys can sign up for it. Let us know what else you guys are interested in. So really great segue into that. But teach you everything, right? Yeah. You got the checklist. Oh, this thing says it's gonna go down. Okay, we buying this. Okay, the planning tool. I'm gonna put my stock here. Okay, this is what I'm buying. This is where, if it doesn't go my way, I'm gonna do it this. The planning tool is so cool that it gives you instructions on what to do next if things go your way or not your way. Right. So, you know, that's something that we're going to run over to, and we call that the wise planning tool for trading.
Is United forming a double top on this chart?
Man, listen to me. Yeah, it is. It is.
I was like, did you see my face? Yeah. And I was like, ooh.
That's a good sign, right?
Look at that. Yeah, especially with that nice little shooting star at the end, right?
Yeah.
I was like, is that a double top? And we got a gap to fill? And we'll teach
one
you,
top
we'll
here
teach you
and
all
one
of
top
that.
here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah, it is forming a double top.
And that's one of Dina's favorite ways to look for her stuff is double tops and double bottoms.
Yes, I'm heavy on technical analysis. And you know, like in the beginning, when I started out, I could look at this chart and I would not be able to tell you what every single candlestick meant. But, you know, that's what we teach you. You know, it's about learning that education piece so that you could be able to look at this chart, and each of these candlesticks, you know, tells like it's like a letter, right? And then you put the letters together and they form a word, and then essentially it tells a story. So, you know, when you're looking like through your, you know, your different securities that you want to research in, or looking at those charts, what is the story telling? And that's when I looked and I was like, oh, that's a double top. And the reason why I got excited about it is because, one, we're still in the bear market, essentially, but a double top is indicative of a bearish reversal. So when you see those two tops where pretty much it hit that resistance line, waiting for it to fall below its support line, we can pretty much predict that it's going to continue to go down to its next level of support. He also mentioned that there was a gap. Gaps need to be filled as well. So, you know, this is what we do, is the teaching aspect of it. Like, you would have asked me this stuff a year ago, I'd have been like, it's a chart, but it's about teaching. I'm like, that's a plane, right? That's what United does. But it's about teaching and growing as a community.
I think I'm gonna make Delta my lemonade because that thing just trades so beautifully every time.
It does.
Oh yeah.
It has good volume, everything.
Thanks, Dion.
Dina, you know, I don't know what happened to the screen, so I was gonna bring back
United.
Yeah, so people can conceptualize what you were saying. Yeah, I'm bringing it back right now.
Okay.
Let me see here on the daily chart.
Yeah.
I can see this joint, what you were saying.
Gorgeous. Those big old bearish candles.
Yeah, let me delete it.
So for those who are unfamiliar, each of these candlesticks represents a day in the market for United. And when we talk about, you know, that daily chart to look to see what things are going to do, then it's pretty much telling you like who was in control during that particular time, where, you know, buyers in control, meaning that the price was going up, or were sellers in control, meaning that the price was going down. And I also spoke about that line of resistance. I got really excited when I looked and saw that on the daily chart right there. It was like, oh, that's a double top. So each one of these candlesticks, depending on what time frame you're putting it in, like with the daily chart right now, I consider each of those to be a letter. And then I put a chart, put those candlesticks together to create a word. So looking at, from that first inverted hammer all the way over to the shooting star that we're at right now. I was like, okay, that word is formed. The word that is forming is a double top. And we teach you these patterns and you learn the different patterns that are going on. And a double top has a meaning, pretty much where a security tests 2 points of resistance. And then if it falls below that supporting line, especially when we talked about that gap right there, then you can expect for it to continue to go down, because that's essentially what double tops are indicative of. The commodity, it was fighting like, can I make it? Can I make it? And I was like, I can't. So that really excites me. And then additionally, that gap that United formed as well, because that gap needs to be filled. So, and we teach you all of this stuff. It's fun. I enjoy teaching. I enjoy learning, and we do it as a team. We do it as a community. So that's our, that's what we're looking for United to do right there. So just wait.
Yeah. What, didn't we trade United before? Delta? Was it Delta?
It was Delta before. It was Delta. Yeah, we traded Delta before.
United now.
Right.
Yeah. And we saw the same thing with Delta. Remember, we saw the same pattern with Delta.
Delta was too easy.
Yeah. Right there. We saw right there with Delta. We saw the shooting star, and boom, look at that. Confirmation. And that sucker it was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. And then it went back up and it's doing the same thing again. Right.
Yep. And then that volume, the volume for it too is telling the same thing. The volume is matching that sentiment. So
yeah. And I know it's a lot to grasp, guys, as you guys are looking at like, man, what the hell are they talking about? But again, you gotta crawl before you walk, right? And then once you walk in, with the right team, then you're running, you sprinting, then you're in the Olympics. So that's what we're trying to get to the Olympics.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't know how I ended up with y'all, but I am so grateful for the universe to put me in this position.
You're part of us. We won.
Ohana means family.
Oh yeah.
I watch a lot of Disney movies.
So what do you guys think about next week? What's going on next week? So I was looking at the economical calendar, right? Right. Economic calendar, and a few things that I noticed. So we like to say that the news moves the market. Yeah, I know. We like to say that
I'm looking at the new highs versus the new lows.
Yeah, we say that the catalyst, right? Catalyst is just like in science, anything that speeds up a reaction, right? And a reaction can go, one or the other direction, right? And the same thing can be said in the stock market. A catalyst is any piece of information that can make a stock go up, down, sideways, and do whatever, right? And we like to look at the news and more importantly, the economic calendar, which tells us the reports, right? The reports that we have coming in for the following week. So this is the website that we like to look at, marketwatch.com, economy/politics/calendar. And you can find this information so many different other places or whatever, but this is just a place, right? So next week, we're looking at a few things like on Monday, right? All these different things are coming out. But the key takeaway for this week is the Fed. The Fed is going to be speaking. I don't know if you guys got a chance to look at that, but on Wednesday, May 4th, right? We got the Fed here, right? Federal Chair Jerome Powell is going to be, at a news conference. So usually when he speaks,
Warren Buffett's supposed to be speaking as well next week, right?
Yeah. He's supposed to be speaking too. I think that's probably going to be, I forget when, but yeah, he is supposed to be speaking. I don't think it's part of this report here.
No.
So not. Yeah. So when Warren Buffett speaks, most likely the market is gonna, he's probably gonna say something in the lines like, "Hey, if anything, this is an opportunity for us to buy, right? Because the market is just gonna get better, or whatever. So, or wait a little bit, in order for you to purchase or whatever." I'm really, really interested in what's going on or what's going to happen on Tuesday, May 3rd for more motor vehicles, the sales, because this may propel Ford, right? If they have good sales numbers. Tesla, their numbers are good too. Who knows, right? GM. So I'm paying attention to this, right? And May 3rd, and I'm looking for May 4th. Like you mentioned, we need to find out when Warren Buffett is going to speak, because that may have a paradigm shift in the market too. Yeah. But the way that the market closed on Friday, what you guys think? You guys think it's going to continue to go down a little bit?
Well, it all depends on, like, you know, where things hit, because it actually looked as if it closed on.
It was a bearish engulfing.
Well, yeah. Well, I was looking at different markets as well, but yeah, with it being a bearish engulfing overall, then yeah, continued downside. But also things to look at, those who are like hitting that support line and stuff too, and which way you want to go. So
yeah, it was. Yeah. The composite of averages themselves, like the QQQ, for example, look at this. Huge volume right there. A lot of motivation here for the sellers. So, you're not seeing it, my bad. Yeah, so I can get off this here. Let me go to FinBiz again. I'm looking at a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, in FinBiz, we see here huge volume right here. The volume is this right here, right? Huge volume. That's an indication for motivation. So,
and that Black Crows.
Oh yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, right? So I think Monday overall, is going to be a nasty day for the market.
Keep on bleeding.
Nasty day, and then we have to see what happens after the European market closes. So that's around 11:30, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for us. Once they close, I think we're gonna know which direction the market was gonna move, or whatever. But those economic reports and those individuals speaking, I think they're gonna weigh heavily on what the market does or whatever. But I think Monday's just not gonna be a good day.
No. And then you also see with the Qs as well that 21-day moving averages drop below the 50. So EMAs.
Yeah, this is the weekly chart. Oh, there you go. That's a bearish engulfing. I was looking at the weekly chart. Yeah, and it closed below. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think Monday's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a really rough one. And on top of that, what's that?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Believe me, those puts are gonna print.
Oh,
yeah, those puts are gonna do well. And guys, puts means that we're betting that a stock or the market or whatever we positions that win is going to go down, right? A bet that is going to go down in price, that's a put. A call means that the price is going to go up. Don't mean to insult no one's intelligence. We're just making sure that everyone's tracking, just for those individuals who may never heard of those those terms before or whatever. So yeah, so I think I definitely think the market QQQs and the S&P 500 are going to have a little bit of pain on Monday and Tuesday. So, and I got to do the market forecast too. We got to do that together. Matter of fact, I think we talked for a while now, right? What else we want to talk about? What the people need to know? How to find us on Facebook?
As I was about to say, where can they sign up?
Oh yeah.
Like on what is available with membership?
Oh yeah. We gotta talk about that.
First of all, you get us.
Oh yeah.
One of the coaches is missing, but he's great.
I come with cats.
I'm the problem.
Get up.
You don't want to decide to go to sleep back there. Come up here.
Yeah, you get our coaches. Right. What else we get?
Weekly interaction. So we open Mondays together with the market as well, and then technical analysis. We focus on technical analysis on Thursday. So it's not just I mean, if you want to go and just look at the plays or so, you know, that's to each his own. But if you really want to capitalize off of the experience, then you'll show up to our actual meetings where we're interacting together, where we're trading together, where we're discussing all of these different aspects, from technical analysis to to trend line, just everything. So it's a learning environment, a very safe learning environment. As you see, Coach Castro is not scary. A lot of people be afraid to answer questions.
So well, I might jump on you though, like a chia pet.
A chia pet. So,
Those are scary to me. I don't know what y'all.
Chia.
Because they remind me of gremlins. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't do animals.
I was thinking about that the other night. So, I got my lashes done for the first time, completely off subject. But I heard like the care for them. And I was like, oh, this is like worse than having a gremlin. Like, I can't.
That's a very odd comparison. But yeah.
That's how I felt.
So yeah, guys, we offer a lot of things with the community or whatever. So we have different tiers, right? Silver, gold, and elite, as we call it. And you can find it on our website. We're gonna make sure we post that. And each tier offers different unique opportunities for you to get after either options, the short investing strategy, how to learn how to do everything with that, and long-term investing into buying stocks, when to buy stocks, what to look for buying stocks, dividend stocks, right? These are companies that pay you X amount of percentage of their earnings every month, quarter, or year, right? Because all of them pay differently. So yeah, it's a lot of things that we offer, but we'd like to share with you guys our Facebook page. If you go to Facebook and you put YS Stocks and Options, right? If you just put the title, you find us here, YS Stocks and Options Community. Yeah, we're on Google, right? Private group, right? We offer, like recently, we were talking about this little thing here. I start a challenge like every month. I start with like $2,000, and I was up here $7,200 on this challenge. Overall, I made $1,900 the past week, right? So we show you things like that and how you can do it yourself or whatever. So really cool group, strong community. We'll bring you in, we take care of you. We have coaches that you can work one-on-ones with. Mm-hmm. And we have a calendar that again offers predictability. So when we're gonna meet up, the Zoom call, all that stuff or whatever. So you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Instagram, right? On the gram, right? And you can find us on our YouTube channel, right? YS Stocks YouTube channel, whatever. You can find us on there. We put a lot of cool information like the market forecast. You can literally see the future of what the market is going to do before it happens. And we have a 80 to 90% accuracy rate when it comes to that. Like it's amazing. Whatever, you got to check it out for yourself. Besides that, that's where you can find us. That's what we're about. And I don't know. I think that did we cover it all?
I think so. And it's like if you're really, really, really looking to take your investing and trading to the next level, like this has done wonders for me. My goal is financial freedom from the workplace because work is so ghetto. I'm tired.
So tired. So
tired. I got cats. I don't know. I want to be home with my cat. But seriously, if you're really looking, to find those missing pieces, and to really be able to understand and like really capitalize on your investment portfolio, especially when it comes to trading. I've been in a different trading group before, and we didn't do this. It was more so just the leader or the head coach or so just calling out different things. But what was really missing was that education piece. And this is what we're about. We're about educating women together, not just conceptualizing, but like truly understanding everything that's going on, like understanding what things mean and what it's going to do. So if you are going to be investing and you don't have, a team behind you, I definitely recommend like joining us, because you get access to us and the entire community several times a week. And yeah, like you're stronger as a team, because you have so many different eyes that are looking at stuff. We run across different plays together. Everybody will hit each other up like, hey, I'm looking at this. What do y'all think? And somebody will run the tech analysis on it, and somebody else will be like, yeah, that's great. I'm like, I don't know. And we watch and we grow together. So every single week it's a learning environment that empowers you more to be able to really reach your potential and reach your goals when it comes to your investment portfolio and trading.
Yeah, I couldn't even say it better myself, to be honest with you.
That's because you need the kitten on your shoulder.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
It's a cat power.
We're tight knit community, and of course, so one of the last things, because it really segue to what you said. This is like we have a Slack community, right? So this is us here, and we have different channels for different things, but here we have testimonials and wins, right? And you'll see, people are doing really well, right? Learning, right? Growing, and more importantly, actually making money on a weekly basis. Right. Look, this was one play, 140 here, right? Different amounts, made 75% on one Carnival cruise. That was amazing. Yeah, that's Dina's baby right there. I don't know how many people make 75% on one play. Like the S&P 500 last year made 27%.
Yeah.
Leonard made 71%, and this was like on the 24th he posted that March. It's a little while ago. Todd, right? 40% day trading on SPY. That's my baby right there. So we learn and grow together. We put information here. Like recently, we just put a play out, right? We put a play out here. This is the 2nd to 6th May YS weekly play. We try to do this every week, right? The ticker, expiration day strategy, everything, right? Yeah, like we put some of the stuff out here, right? Some stuff that we're looking into.
Already COVID.
Yeah. So it's a lot of little things and whatnot. But yeah, we're a community, right? We're a growing community, and we help each other out. That's all about. And we teach you everything from short-term investing into options and into long-term investing. Overall, I think we talked their ears out, didn't we?
I think we have.
I think they have. Yeah. But we just want to show you guys who we are and what we do or whatever. This is first time we're doing this, and it was important for you guys to fill us out. So
see, we're real people, it's like
yeah. And I mean, in closing, what you ladies got? What we got for the people?
Carnival.
That, you got a sign for that, like CCL or something.
CCL.
Yeah, Carnival Cruise Line. I think you like Carnival because you did so well in it. Huh? You made a lot of money on that Carnival.
I made everybody a lot of money on Carnival.
Yeah, you did. I ain't gonna lie, you did.
I mean, if they gonna keep giving it to her, why not?
Why not? I'll tell you, that transportation industry, it trades within like a particular channel, man. You just gotta follow it. When it hits, right. You know what it's about to do.
Yeah. That's you in Carnival right there, right?
Yep.
28%, 25%. I'm like, damn. I said, okay, eating, doing well. Look,
and
Leonard
that's per
beat you.
Trade. That's per contract, people. Like,
yeah, Leonard beat you though. He had 75.
Yeah, he did. I was proud of him.
He said, I raised you 75.
That's one of my students, y'all. So proud.
Yeah. That's proud. You should definitely be proud right there. So proud. Yeah. But what Dynasty, what you got? Dina say Carnival.
It's just a no-brainer to hop into it because you're not alone. Like I was chasing my tail for like the whole first year of my trading experience. And I'm like, you get in here, you really have it for you. I don't know why people wouldn't get in it. It's like a no-brainer. And then you also get plays given to you.
Yeah,
So you don't, you get them all throughout the week. So you can make money a good 2, 3, 4 days out the week. So
yeah.
so
Low stress.
your membership is paid for that day.
One trade, right?
Yeah.
like real talk. I would say on average, people in the community on days that we trade, that like just for your portfolio, not even just a particular, security or so, but we get about 15 to 20% gains on a portfolio on days that we trade together. So
Yeah. Like this one here, like this the Delta Airlines that we traded.
yes.
Right. That was a nice $3,000. All right. That was a nice one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's $600. That's a little nice one. So yeah, it's a good community. Yeah, we can talk on and on and on, about everything that we're doing here, but you just got to check it out for yourself, to be honest with you, because we tell people like it's like trying a pair of shoes. I'm sorry, Dina, what did you say?
May 14th, right?
Yeah, May 14th, the workshop. We're gonna put all the details here so you guys are tracking again. Sign up for it, and learn and grow, right? The last thing, what I always tell folks or whatever, got this motto, it's called "See you at the finish line," right? That's one of the mottos, and it truly means that. Carnival too, yeah, that's yours. So see you at the finish line truly means that, just like in life, right? You're running your own race. You don't got to worry about the man or the woman to the left or right. You got to worry about yourself and everything that you're doing in preparation for today, right? Preparation today are the byproduct and are profitable for you tomorrow. Your race is about you, not about the man or the woman to your left or right or behind you. So, and that's what we try to teach in the community. And another one is logic over emotions, right? Right. You have to follow, right, the rationale. That's why we give you those tools to mitigate risk, right? Follow the logic and don't get emotional when it comes to like what we're doing, right? We make that percentage and we get out of it, and we rinse and repeat, and we just try to, consistent repetition or whatever. So that's what we're about. So, thank you for you guys' time, for watching us, enjoying, you're really getting to know us at YS Stocks and Options. My sisters, my beautiful sisters here. I hate that my brother couldn't make it, but we're definitely gonna do another one with him, and much shorter because we took a lot of you guys' time or whatever. So again, see you guys at the finish line, and always practice logic over emotions. Peace, and God bless.